Well, hello, dear friends and viewers. I hope you're comfy in your self-quarantine and well-provisioned during this global social experiment. Pretty much what it amounts to, isn't it? Today I have some viral good news. I want to calm your fears and provide solutions to at least two of the critical elements, most critical problems that you are probably facing right now. All right? I'm all about practical solutions. You should know me by now if you've been following me for any period of time. Let's talk about solutions. We've got some serious problems to deal with, or at least what appear to be problems. All right? The two biggest issues are health, obviously, and the economy, which boils down to your personal finances. All right? In this video, I want to offer solutions that will eliminate any more fear or anxiety about those two particular issues. All right? Now, the MSM, mainstream media, and the globalists, they want you to be in a panic mode. They're trying to create panic. And quite honestly, they're doing a pretty good job. Wouldn't you agree? So, that being the case, panic is only for people who are unprepared and who don't have a plan. So to eliminate panic, we learn to be prepared and we make a plan. It's very simple. Okay? Now, panic leads you right into the corral. I think you know that. Let's say you're out playing with your family in the national forest, national park. They want you to go into this little bus, take you on a trip. You don't want to go. You want to stay playing with your family. That problem is easily solved. We'll just light a fire behind you, force you to come forward, and guess what? We have this nice little bus that will take you to safety. That's how it works. In this particular case, we're going to create hunger and then offer food. Oh, just come over here. Participate in this little program. We'll provide you food. Now, there's a lot behind that particular issue, and I encourage you to look at some of the videos on my economic reality playlist. There is a veritable food shortage upon us for a number of reasons, many of which I believe are contrived to take control of the food supply and put us exactly in that position. All right? Inform yourself, become aware, understand what's going on. Look at those videos on the economic reality playlist. Okay? So, create hunger, here's some food. They lead you right into the corral. All right? Create economic disaster. Offer money. Lead you right into the corral. All right? This is called the Hegelian dialectic. You have a predetermined solution which the people aren't willing to submit themselves to, so you create the problem, offer the solution, and lead them right into the predetermined destiny. Okay? So, you're well aware of that. I'm sure most of you have heard of that many times. If not, you need to understand that. Look it up. Hegelian dialectic. Hegelian. Dialectic. And that will help you understand the news that you see every day. Makes it very clear. All right, so let's talk about money. Secretary of the U.S. Treasury, Mnuchin, has just announced $4 trillion in economic aid. Now, before this announcement, just about a week ago, the Fed announced that they were coming up with $1.5 trillion to support the banks. Before that, the Fed, for several months, has been infusing about $50 billion every night into the banking system in the overnight lending program known as the repo market. Now, where does all this money come from? Many people say, well, they just create it out of thin air. Well, that's partially correct. The Fed can create it out of thin air. However, it doesn't go into circulation via thin air. What they do is they purchase debt instruments from the U.S. government. Bonds, T-bills, Treasury notes. Who pays for those? The citizens, the taxpayers. You pay for that. $50 billion every night, $1.5 trillion in a special stimulus to the banks, $4 trillion in a special stimulus to small businesses. We're going to increase unemployment. We're going to issue checks. Free money for everybody. Wow, it's Christmas and it's only March. You can see what's going on. You can see the Hegelian dialectic leading you right into that nice little bus out of harm's way. All right? So, who does that apply to? That applies to citizens. Now, in order to get it, to get relief, to get unemployment, to get the checks, you're going to have to sign some papers. Those papers will show by your signature that you are volunteering to work on the corporate farm as a citizen. And I just told you what that means. That means you will then have, if you don't already, a ring in your nose, and you'll be easily led to support the trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that they're just creating out of thin air. But you have to pay back. Sadly, it's not going to be you paying it back. Already the government's in a position, and many corporations, where they're saddled with so much debt they cannot pay it back. So all this free money is going to be on the backs of your children and your grandchildren and their children and their grandchildren. Do you see where we're being led? And all of this because of a man-made bioweapon released, not so coincidentally, when the system was already starting to collapse. Now they can point their fingers at, this virus caused all of this. No, the system was already collapsing under its own weight. This is a convenient event, aka excuse, to cover the reality of it. Okay? So, my recommendation, don't take free money. It comes with strings attached. They're going to put you back on the corporate farm. Don't take free money. Don't apply for unemployment benefits. Don't take the free check. But you say, well, Mark, I need that money. I'm desperate. I'm unemployed. I don't have income. It's nothing coming in. I have a solution for you. Let's talk about this virus, which is where the term viral comes from. How does a virus spread? Well, one person has it. It's contagious. They give it to several other people. Those people then have it. Those three, let's say, then spread it to 3 people that they have come into contact with. And now it starts growing exponentially. And that's what we're seeing in the world right now, isn't it? A viral effect of a man-made bioweapon that's got everybody in a panic because you don't have a plan. Well, let's use that viral effect to our benefit. Well, how do we do that? Well, I created a program in January, before all of this, that has a viral element. And that program is the financial solution to your financial problems. It's a person-to-person gifting program. There's no company in between. There's no middleman. It's a system set up where people can solve their own problems. We don't need the government. We are the people. We are the source of power. We are the source of authority of not only government, but we are the source of our own solutions to any problems that we come up with. Please, don't rely on government to solve your problems. It'll just get you deeper into the hole. That's not where you want to be. As people, we are the source and the authority of our own solutions. God gave us dominion over this earth, the entire earth, the land, the air, the water. What is that in an acronym? The law. We are the law. And it's up to us to take back our authority and solve our own problems. This program I'm talking to you about is the Community Support Network. It's one part of the Strategy 2020 program. Strategy 2020, if you've seen the videos, it's a 4-phase program that's designed to help you get money working for you to the point where you have economic sustainability without a job. How would you feel if you didn't need a job to survive, to support yourself? That's the entire objective of Strategy 2020. Now, if you need cash flow, if you need income, this is what the Community Support Network is designed to do. It's a networking program. The networking business model has created more millionaires than any other business or distribution model in history. Companies by the thousands have implemented this as their marketing strategy. Networking, people to people, word of mouth, viral marketing. We can make this go viral, and that would have a direct impact on your personal finances. So you don't need government handouts. You don't need to sign forms and documents admitting that you're cattle on the corporate farm waiting to be milked so that you and your progeny can be paying back these trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars for generations to come. You've got to get off of that treadmill, and you've got to become independent. That's the whole idea of Strategy 2020. If you've seen this before and for whatever reason you've put it aside, you need to give it your attention, and you need to get active with it. This is the solution. Whatever you think, whatever your personal predilections might be, put aside your biases, put aside past experiences that you've had that didn't go well on something that may have looked something similar to this, but it's not the same. All right? Again, this cash flow, when applied properly in the later stages of Strategy 2020, can be put to use so that it's generating sufficient capital to support you without a job, without being dependent on government handouts. All right? And that is so important. I did a video in Amsterdam called Economic Independence. It's game time. That was in November of last year. It's game time, folks. It's time to get on the field and make things happen. Pull some plays out of your playbook to advance in your personal objectives. And let's just be frank, survivability right now is an issue. Strategy 2020 is your answer. Whether you take advantage of it or not is completely up to you, but it's there for you. And I urge you, take a hard look at it in the context of what's going on today and choose. What would you rather have? A temporary Band-Aid from government handouts that will only entrap you in the long run? Or to have the personal independence, knowing that you don't have to rely on outside third-party sources. You can take care of yourself. You can take care of your family. That's what it's all about. Think about it. Look at the videos. Exit Babylon is the YouTube channel, which you're looking at right now. Explore. Make sure you take a look at the videos on food shortages and what's coming up. We got a lot to deal with. So get going in this program, and you can start focusing on other things that are perhaps more important, in the context of what's really going on today. All right? Trying to help. Hope that helps you. Take care. Thanks for listening. God bless.